So remember when Insta360's CEO first showed that mystery camera at company's annual meeting? Later, Igor shared details about it on X, and that's where most of us got a clearer look at what was being hinted at. Later on, he posted a few feature details along with some images, and at the time we assumed they were tied to the Pocket 4 Pro. We were wrong, and we genuinely apologize for that mix-up. This video is gonna clear up the confusion and answer all your doubts once and for all. After that initial reveal, X-Drone Studio dropped a video. It looked legit. Then the new camera shared what appears to be the same footage, just way cleaner, sharper, easier to analyze. But the catch is, it's intentionally blurred while in hand. You can see someone operating it, you can see the motion, but the camera body itself is hidden. That's a very deliberate move. It's like they want to prove it works without fully revealing the hardware. Smart marketing? Maybe. Frustrating? Also maybe. Now, even though we don't see Insta360 LUNA, the footage still gives away some clues, especially about the dual camera setup. The depth in portrait style shots look seriously impressive, not your typical small sensor look. It almost mimics that professional large sensor separation. That kind of depth doesn't just happen by accident, it likely comes down to the sensor choice and how it's being processed. What we didn't see though, any obvious modular design. If this is the LUNA system and modularity is part of the story, you'd think that would be front and center in a promo. I mean, if I were marketing it, I'd show that immediately. But maybe they're holding that card for later. Too early? Strategic rollout? You decide. As for the specs floating around, if the details shared by the new camera are accurate, it's expected to shoot 4K at up to 240 frames per second with 10-bit color for smoother slow motion and better dynamic range. A 3-axis AI-powered gimbal handles stabilization and tracking alongside built-in AI tools for auto tracking and quick edits. Battery life is rumored to hit around 180 minutes from a 1,500 mAh cell with USB-C charging, plus a rotating touchscreen and optional ND filter support. Now, based on what Igor previously explained, here's what sounds pretty much locked in. A wide-angle primary module and a secondary telephoto module with up to 3 times true optical zoom. But what's interesting is the camera reportedly uses a dual processor system. The main processor is always running, handling the heavy lifting, but there's also a secondary pre-ISP chip that steps in when needed. Instead of raw sensor data going straight to the main processor, it first gets cleaned up by this auxiliary chip, noise reduction, brightness balancing, shadow recovery, before final processing. There's even a dedicated light sensor constantly analyzing the environment. In bright scenes, it keeps things efficient and skips unnecessary processing. In low light, the full enhancement pipeline kicks in automatically. All seamless, no toggling settings, no thinking about it. And about switching between cameras, it's expected to happen automatically based on zoom level. Stay within the wide focal range, the primary sensor handles it. Push past that threshold, the telephoto quietly takes over. Ideally, you won't even notice the transition, but manual control is still there through the touchscreen, zoom buttons, or joystick. So yeah, there's clearly a lot happening under the hood. But at the same time, we still haven't seen it in real-world action. That's the missing piece, which makes this feel like controlled exposure rather than a full reveal. That's all for this one. Thanks for watching. Peace.